Hi, hello, and welcome to Quantum Healing Hands Tarot. Today is a super fun message. We are going to find out all about your best friend. So, who are they? When are you meeting them? Have you already met them? And what are some details about the friendship? What's some stuff we can look forward to? And just all the good details. So today I left the slate blank so I could have you choose in different steps. So let's say you just want to choose pile 1, 2, or 3, just intuitively. Wanted to give you that option. If not, I wanted to give you what I was into, the friendships I was intuitively feeling from the runes that I picked. So let me show you the runes that I picked. So the runes I have are on the back of charms. And so these are the 3 runes. Piles 1, 2, and 3. On the charm. So based on these charms, I came up with these friendships. And this is on no understanding of what the cards are already. I have already meditated on the cards and shuffled and picked them out. But in case this is where you are ready to go ahead and pick. If not, let's go ahead and look at the piles. All right, and so here are the 3 piles you can choose from. 1, 2, and 3. So let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths so we can make our choice. All right, now that we're all relaxed, we can choose one of the piles. So you can either pick from which one looks the best, which pile you're most drawn to. Honestly, it is whatever your instinct says is generally it. So the first one you are instinctually drawn to, I would suggest going ahead and picking that. All right, there's not much else to say, so if you need to pause the video to pick, this is where you can do that. If not, and you are ready, go ahead and click the timestamp down below in the description, and it will take you to the pile you have chosen. Let's get started. Hi, pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to bring you this very special message. I need to stop saying that because it is not easy for me for some reason. I'm here to bring you a super fun message about your best friend. So, have you met this person yet? When are you going to meet them? What are they going to be like? I asked all the very special questions so that you can know all about your best friend. So, let's say, I don't feel like I need to explain too much, but I just wanted to make sure that if you needed any help on who your friend was, or if you felt like you didn't have any good friendships, something you could look forward to. So that's why I'm doing this. So let's get started. So for starters, the charm that I have here is a Pegasus. Super cute. but it has the rune on the back of Laguz. Let me go ahead and read that for you. Oh, literally, I had it open. That's so funny. All right. Do not push forward. Do not force the issue. There's a time and place for everything. Allow things to come to you now. Be refreshed by a slower pace. Allow yourself to dream. Use your imagination more fully. I float upon the waters, supported, and I feel the ripples of everything. I ripple back to everything, and there is more, and I flow closer, I flow deeper, and it is all beautiful and wise. I am Laguz. Okay. So, right off the bat, I have a feeling that before looking at any of the other cards that you may not, this friend may not be in your life yet. So when I first pulled it, the first pair, the friendship I saw was Hercules and Pegasus. So Pegasus was a gift to Hercules when he was born. So they've been like best friends our whole life. So I was definitely getting this vision of your best friend kind of being honestly like an animal. So either a dog, a cat, or very possibly a horse. So humans are great, they're fun, they're good friends, but we all know they say man's best friend is a dog. So I have my own cats personally, and I also know how I'm a big fan of animals. I'm personally vegan, not because anything other than I love animals, and I feel like they have hearts and souls just like us. Well, they do have hearts, but I feel like they have souls just like us. So I feel like if you, let's say you did have a pet who was your best friend and they passed away, I see that this is a best friend that will come back. And so that's kind of what with the rune of Laguz is saying. Just be patient. Your friend may not be here right now, and they will be. So my other feelings about that is, let's say, the other feeling I'm getting is like you have this best friend already, but you guys may not be talking right now. So it's definitely giving that energy that your best friend is not in your life right now, whether you already have this friend and you just aren't talking, or this is going to be a pet that you will get in the future and just going to be best buddies. So I wanted to get a card on who is this best friend. Just one straightforward card on who your best friend is. So I'm getting a couple of things. So with the Emperor card, I'm getting this idea that this definitely could have been a family dog. I'm getting the vision that this is an animal you got at, let's say, the age of 4. And so you were together for a really long time, and now the animal has passed, and I think you might be waiting to get your own, and it is definitely letting you know that this is going to be a energy that comes back to you. So that's one. Second one I'm getting is literally like a father figure. So there are some people who are actually really close with their dads, and I say like that's a shocking thing, but there are some people who are really close with their dads and have a really good relationship with them, and because their dad was able to guide them and direct them in life, they just feel like they trust them very much. And so you trust your father very much, or this father energy. Maybe it's a mentor or a boss, but somebody you can look up to. So the third energy, because I'm getting three, so the third energy that I'm getting is this sort of friend that you have had for a long time. Just, I'm getting that sort of like, you know, the description of like a golden retriever friend, or, you know, that's how they describe someone who's just always excited and ready to go and down for, you know, whatever. I'm getting that sort of energy of you have this friend who has, like, I just see you kind of being more the shy one, and this friend being like just always excited to go on a new adventure, and getting that energy of just very like, I'm getting kind of like the Goonies vibe, or like, you know, friends that just go and do things and are always on adventures together and are tried and true. So those are the three energies I'm getting from this pile. So it is either kind of a pet that you had when you were younger and you're kind of hoping to have that again. And I'm here to say that you will. Look at this. Look at these besties right here. Chilling. But I think they're not here yet. The other one is a sort of father figure, mentor, boss person, someone you can look up to, someone that's really helped you. And then the other one is this very like headstrong friend. This friend that always is getting you to come out of your comfort zone and try new things, and maybe even possibly get you into trouble when you're younger. But oh, and I was seeing definitely I kept seeing like the job of like a police officer. So whether your father was a police officer, your friend is a police officer, or literally you could be a police officer and you could have like a canine partner. So that was coming to me also very strong. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's go on. So when did and will you meet this friend? So several cards came up. Let's find out your story. So the story I'm getting of when did or how you will meet this person. So with the Queen of Swords, I'm definitely getting that idea that this is kind of not an emotional situation currently, that this is kind of not about the emotions right now, even though with the Three of Swords, this is about a very tragic, sad, heartbreaking situation. I absolutely feel that this is a friend who you once had when you were younger, a best friend, you know, a dog, let's say. And they passed because animals unfortunately don't live as long as us. And I feel like this has been something you've had to come to understand logically. And I think the Ace of Pentacles is showing you that a new gift is coming in. And the Five of Wands is what's kind of... So the Five of Wands is, you know, sometimes seen as conflict, but I understand it far more as about training and growth, competition kind of. So I'm seeing that you don't want just any new best friend. Because you can't ever replace anybody who is in your life. That's for certain. But if you're looking to get a new pet, I get the sense that you're looking for a pet that is, you know, possibly just, I want to say like, not purebred, but like you are possibly looking for a certain breed, which is fine. I'm just saying that's what I'm kind of seeing, is that you have a specific breed in mind, that you're kind of looking for a certain type of animal. The other understanding I am getting is kind of so along the father energy, is that this is a relationship that has been difficult over the years, as it usually is from a parent to a child, because the child is growing up as much as the parent is in their own way. But as you're going to go through life and change and hormones, and it isn't until you really become an adult yourself that you're able to really understand your parents. And so I have a feeling that they were definitely a competitive parent. Like, they just wanted you to be the best, but sometimes that means they're going to push you a little bit harder than you're wanting. Sometimes we just want to be accepted as kids and not pushed to be what they wanted to be. And definitely with that third energy of the friend of the, you know, the best friend energy, this is a friend who is competitive. This is a friend who almost, I feel like you've almost gotten in a lot of fights just from, like let's say you guys have known each other for a really long time. Like, you were the friends who got in really serious fights as kids playing a game. That sort of situation. And maybe you didn't start it, but I see this friend has actually kind of hurt you a lot along the way. And so this friendship as a whole comes with heartbreak. Whether this was a pet that you had when you were younger who passed, and now you're waiting to find that best friend again, whether this is your family, like your own dad, who you love and respect so much, but there is a severe lack of emotional connection, and therefore it's caused some distance and space over the years. But I think you're learning to connect still on the things that you guys used to. Maybe sitting down and watching like football games and stuff. Whatever it was that you connected with is going to be what you will continue to connect with. You know, with the Lagoos, it says don't push and force the issue. This is definitely something that just kind of has to work its course. And so, but I wanted to know what what the strengths of this friendship is. What is the strength of this friendship? So with the Four of Swords, I just have to mention, I really love the Friends deck. Unfortunately, I don't feel the cards accurate. Hold on. So with the Four of Swords, I just want to note, as much as I love the Friends tarot deck, they don't accurately depict what the cards mean. They kind of do sometimes, but not really. So sometimes I use it as an intuitive interpretation guide, but for the most part, because in the I say this because in the Four of Swords, there is a single sword laying down below the tomb and 3 hanging up. I speak of this significance because the one sword, the single sword actually represents that there is only one issue between you. And so that is what I'm trying to point out, that you have the strength in your relationship is that you don't really have a lot of problems. I kind of see it just being this one issue. Honestly, the issue is kind of this dominance, an unnecessary need to be competitive, an unnecessary need to... All right. It is a strength when you can take a break in a friendship and it not hurt you. So this is definitely highlighting the fact that you don't have this pet yet in your life, or you are just taking a break from your dad, who you love and adore so much, but just need the time apart. Or if it's this friend, a strength of yours is that you guys can go long periods of time without talking and pick right back up where you started. Like there's never, the downtime never actually affects your friendship. So, because I don't see this person being competitive as something against you. It's just their own issue. So, but it's a strength that you guys can take your time apart and just be okay. There's not much more I'm getting from that. So the next card is, I wanted to know what actually was your challenges. What are the challenges that you're gonna have with this friend? The Two of Acorns is the Two of Wands, which is kind of all about just planning and looking forward. So what's coming to me is definitely that this energy can make you feel insecure about whatever it is that this friend does, I feel like this friend is, like I said, super ambitious and super competitive, and I think that could be like I said, the Four Swords means there's one problem. I think that's kind of I think that's the one problem. Like, I'm kind of seeing when you talk to this friend about your ideas, maybe they can't see it, and so maybe they kind of make fun of you, and and that's no shade to them other than that they just can't see the future that you can. And same with this father figure. If this father figure, like, you try and, like, you guys are best friends and you can hang out and enjoy each other's company, but when it comes to you talking about what you want to do with your life, I don't think you get the support you want. And maybe that's why you're not talking currently. If this is a pet, it's kind of a more simple problem in the way of the problem. The main problem at hand is literally that animals just don't live long enough. Like, that's the only problem you have with your pet best friend. If this is a pet or an animal, that's basically the only issue. And that you guys are, it's beautiful and healthy that you guys can go through these cycles. Every time your animal leaves this plane of existence, they only are learning more and educating themselves more, and will be able to come back stronger next time for you. So definitely take that into a sort of consideration for this friend and father figure of, sometimes we just need that space to learn who we are, because that's kind of all we can do, is learn who we are and hope that the people who we love accept us as we are. So lastly, I wanted to know, what is something fun to look forward to together? A trip, a project? What do you have to look forward to? You are a part of the tree of life. You belong. You are part of something bigger than you realize. You deserve a wonderful life. Your destiny is both fated and shaped by your will. Be present and be grounded. I am now holding up, sending through, being with, sending forth, connected to everything. I am life. Yggdrasil is all about the, it's the center of the cosmos. It's just showing that everything is connected. This definitely, this to me is reading that either, yes, you have a pet who's going through these reincarnation cycles, and they're kind of just in the middle of one right now, and so you guys are not together. This also, what's coming to me is I'm getting kind of the understanding of how everything in life to us is a mirror. The people in our lives are a mirror. So I think there's kind of a question of what this friend, what this father figure is representing to you. When you look at them, what do you feel about them that you also know you feel about yourself? And also I want to know, I think your existence in this friend's life is more important than you actually understand. I have a very strong hunch that they cannot express to you how much you mean to them. You know, this card, Queen of Swords, is definitely all about logic. The who, what, where, when, why, and how, but definitely no feelings involved. So I want to know what the next card is for. A ruse. It's a ruse. All right. Build personal power ethically from the inside out. Endurance and resilience are important now. Our will can change our fate. It can forge a path where there is none. Look to your health and vitality, for these need healing. I am the flowing force of life, the focus, the blood pulsing, the oats being sown, the uncontrolled wildness, tenacious and not quite polished. I am a ruse. There's such a message here, I think, about you building your own personal power. The best friend here of Pegasus is Hercules. And if you don't know the story of Hercules, or at least the Disney animated version that I'm about to talk about, he is on a journey to become his best self. He wants to go the distance and needs help. And before he reconnects with Pegasus, he meets Phil. I can't believe I remember that name. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. So Phil helps him go the distance and become who he is meant to be to, you know, fulfill his destiny. Both these cards talk about destiny. So I'm definitely seeing this as a sort of a life path you're in. Like, Phil may be very similar to the father figure I'm discussing. Here to guide you and train you and make you stronger and better. It's not an easy role. But Phil trained many fantastic, amazing gods who... Oh, wait, did he? Does any of them actually succeed? I think Hercules is the one that's supposed to. But I'm kind of getting that energy of just you're the Hercules here. Hercules. I try and quote as few movies as possible, but also if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So I have a feeling that this is really wearing you down, and just find a way to realize where you guys are still connected and how you can move forward with that. I'm definitely getting this idea of training and becoming stronger and focused on a goal. All of that is here. And I'm kind of getting the idea that it's up to you to decide if you actually want to do this journey to fulfill whatever it is that I think you're trying to figure out what your destiny is. And honestly, the connection is your friend. Just thought these very similarly looked. You know, if this is a pet that you've been waiting for, maybe you're ready to start the process of looking for this pet finally. If this is a friend that you grew up with or have spent a lot of time with, or maybe a friend you grew up with and haven't seen in a really long time, maybe it's time to reach out again. If this friend is a father or a mentor, someone who's training you, and maybe you guys had a little bit of an argument or disagreement on something. Maybe it's time to discuss what happened and how you guys can move forward. So I am going to give you Woo. Okay, I'm going to give you a quantum healing code. So this quantum healing code is for when your heart has been broken, and the angels are going to offer you reassurance to you that love will come to you again, perhaps in a different relationship, but it will come to your soul. I'm feeling like you've had a lot of heartbreak, and this code will kind of help you come back to your heart. I don't want these incidences where other people are not being emotional to have you feel like you can't be emotional. Like, grab your favorite album, cuddle up, let yourself cry. Okay? We are not meant to go through this life alone. I have a feeling that this incident has been affecting you in more ways than I think you realize. It may be making you sick. You know, you guys may not always see eye to eye, but you always are able to take time apart and respect each other's space. That's what's nice, is that this friend is never actually like, doesn't make you feel bad about the space that you need sometimes, but I also get the feeling that maybe you want to be missed. You know, you're like, well, don't you miss hanging out with me? And they do. So either reach out to this person. If you're not ready to reach out, just start thinking about what you would want to say to them. If this is a pet that you've been looking to get, maybe start that process. If you've already started that process, maybe it's time to make a phone call about meeting this pet. So, pile 1. Thank you so much for letting me channel your energy today. Finding out who your best friend is, when you're going to meet them, and your strengths and challenges, your strengths and challenges, and also what to look forward to. I really I see this being a very strong friendship, but what I see mostly is you improving yourself, which I think that's all this friend wanted for you, was for you to be the best version of yourself you could be. So that is all, pile one. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you come back soon and we can do this again. Have a great day. Bye. Hi, pile two. Thank you so much for joining me today as we are looking at all things about your best friend. So, who is this best friend? Have you met them already? When are you going to meet them? You know, I wanted to know all the deets about them so that you could, you know, maybe you already know who this best friend is and you just wanted a little extra information. Maybe you've been really struggling and you have no friends and you're just kind of like, universe, when is it my turn to have a friend? I wanted all those answers. So let's see. We started off with, this is the rune. I think it's Hagalaz. I'm gonna read it for you, but it's the Tree of Life charm and Hagalaz. So on that alone, let me get these out of the way. So let's see. I should probably read it first, but definitely, where is that? You are coming into a period of restriction. Be wary not to extend your energies too much. Current difficulties may require major change, but this too shall pass. Hardships can be endured. Resilience is necessary. You can learn from the current situation. You are being distracted by drama. I did not mean to run through that like a run-on sentence. The sting of hardship, the venom, the famine, of what you expect or don't want, the hope destroyer, the wrecker of crops, the plague, but this too shall pass. Hagalars. Well, the energy I'm getting with the Tree of Life and Hagalars is everything's connected. I think that this friend that we are going to be looking at is somebody who you've known for lifetimes, many lifetimes, and very likely I feel like already in your life. With the this too shall pass, I'm definitely getting the feeling that there's a break right now going on between you and this friend. So I'll look further into it, but so the friendship that came to me when I was pulling cards was Simba and Nala. So if you haven't ever seen the Disney animated movie The Lion King, Simba and Nala are two lion cubs who are friends. An incident happens where they have to spend some time apart. their formative years, but eventually they end up coming back together, and eventually, don't want to spoil too much, but they do get together. So I was kind of getting that energy of this could possibly be a best friend who you will end up marrying, or this is somebody who you married in the past, but this is definitely somebody who you have known for lifetimes regardless. So I want to go ahead and pull your cards. The first one I got was who is this best friend? Who are they? For starters, the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like, balances very well with the Tree of Life, because the Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles, and this to me confirms that yes, you have known this person for many cycles. This is somebody who you've known for lifetimes, and there is a sort of karmic this is like a karmic relationship, and that's not a bad thing, but this is someone where you have gone back and forth in different lifetimes. Maybe you have been like parent and child, brother, siblings, lovers, and in this lifetime you're best friends. I am also seeing that this friend is a very lucky friend. And not just because of you. You are definitely one of those aspects in their life that shows them they're lucky because they have you. And I definitely get the impression that you are a very comforting friend. You protect people. And I feel like this is your friend. They're just they are wild. They go through some crazy things, and I think all the signs that are on here are pretty wild signs too. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Yeah. And those are all pretty fun signs, to be honest. So they could definitely be one of those 4 signs. But this is somebody who you have known for many cycles. So, but in reference to the rune Hagalars, it's definitely a friendship that is not easy. Like, this person is all over the place. You sometimes don't hear from them for a long time. I'm definitely getting the impression for a small percentage of you that you have had that your best friend has actually passed on, because this is one of the cycles, and maybe your friend passed and now you're just kind of still in this one waiting to meet up again, and you will. So and I'm trying to see, this definitely could still be somebody who you haven't met yet, because this is all about cycles. This friend could kind of be anywhere in one of those timelines. So you might not have met this friend yet. Oh, but I did ask that question. Is when did or will you meet this friend? So I did ask that question. I wanted to know, this is just who your friend is. They're a wild and crazy guy. So The Ace of Wands tells me actually you have not met this person in this lifetime yet. So for the majority of pile 2, you have not met this person yet. You still have yet to begin that cycle. So yeah, okay. Because I was trying to understand where I'm getting this energy of having passed on and everything, when this is really what's telling me in this lifetime you have not met yet. But when you do meet them, you will know that you have known them for a really long time. You're instantly gonna click. And they're gonna have this very exciting personality, someone who's going to take you in and show you kind of a new way of life. You're going to start a new I think it's going to help you kind of like become a new person. Maybe you're going to start dressing different, how you've always wanted to. Like, has there ever been like a style that you've looked at and thought like, oh, that's so cool, I could never dress like that? You will. I feel like this person is going to really help you embody who you are. And I encourage you to follow that. I feel like Hagalars is definitely talking about how you just kind of need to chill for a while. Like, it talks about, like, it's representative of a hailstorm. And if you've never been in a really bad one, you do not want to be standing outside in them, because they are balls of ice falling from the sky. Hard. Like rain. So, I feel like you're kind of in this waiting period before meeting them. And so just have faith, hold on tight. You do have this friend coming in. I am still, so for that small energy of people who did have a best friend who passed, I'm feeling that they are sending you a new friend. So they regardless of, so if you, I wanted to note that before moving on, that I am getting the sense that there are some people watching this who had a best friend who passed, and they are sending you a new best friend. So next, I wanted to know, what is your strength with this friend? So what are the strengths of this friendship that you have? Okay. So what I'm getting as a strength that you have with this friend is that, truthfully, they are someone who knows how to have a vision and accomplish it. And I think that's really exciting for you. I think you've kind of been looking for somebody who goes after things like you've always wanted to. So there's a couple things I'm getting here of, I definitely feel that this is a friend who will very likely be the person you end up with. Just gonna say that it was one of the first things I thought and felt, and I see that, but that's not actually that has nothing to do with your strength as friends. Your strength as friends is that you are able to, you work really well together. The Knight of Wands and Ten of Wands are about creating a task, or like having a task, creating a goal, and fulfilling it. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to carry. It's heavy. But I think the Queen of Pentacles is sitting right here between you guys, with a couple of things. She's just representing the financial security that I think you guys are going to be able to build together. To me, I think she kind of represents the in-between of your relationship. If you do or don't know, on the show Friends, this is Charlie. Ross dates her before ever finally ending up with Rachel. Spoiler alert. But so she is representing to me that your friendship is going to build while working together and actually putting off your relationship. You guys may even literally end up having a baby. Or the baby may represent the business. But you guys are going to create something together before actually developing the love relationship. Because this is a friendship of trust. This is a friendship of good faith. Like you can trust each other. You can trust this friend who's coming in. And I think that's what you will fall in love with, is that this person is trustworthy. Yeah, I have a feeling that this friend is going to come in and just show you a new way of doing things. And I think you're going to actually succeed more than expected. But I also wanted to know, what are your challenges in this friendship? I have a feeling that this friend knows themselves a little bit more than you. Or what I should more confidently say is they have more confidence in themselves than you. I think you know yourself. I think you're just kind of learning how to be yourself. And I feel like that's one of the things that's really going to attract you to this friend, is their exciting way of going about life. And I also see that being a challenge for you. I feel like you're going to kind of be a little bit more nervous. Like, look at her face here. She's nervous. And look at his face. He's just looking at his hard work like, yeah, I did that. I have a feeling that's a very similar dynamic. That, this Knight of Acorns, which is the Knight of Wands, it is showing that this friend has a drive, and I think it might intimidate you a little bit. But that's good. This is supposed to be a time where you're growing. I think this friend is really coming in and lifting you to be more than you thought you could be. Like Charlie, she only really dated, it's kind of a joke how she only dated people who won Nobel Peace Prizes, and Ross was really intimidated by that. But I think it pushed him to go after things more. And so, sometimes the things that intimidate us actually encourage us to grow. So lastly, I said, what is something that you can look forward to together? And I'm not even lying. You got Hagalars. So on that note, I will read you the full page of it, just because you got it twice. So, Hagalars is a rune of the Elder Futhark and literally means hailstones. In the north, hailstones could wreck homes and crops, and so were seen as a symbol of destruction and hardship. Hagalars is the herald of old patterns returning, of things that have not been dealt with, raising their destructiveness once again. Happily, it also signals that once dealt with, even the most difficult situation can pass, leaving us with lessons learned with the resilience to come back stronger than ever before. Hagalars is the 9th rune, and 9, a number that was mentioned all through the Eddas, was a magical number of great potent in the Norse cosmos. Great change, it was said, can happen after 9 days. As a protective number and one that completes change, Hagalars may be asking us to hold our ground, to take shelter, and wait until things get better. I love how the 2 9s I think Ross thinks he looks like this, or wishes he does. But I like those two together. This is really just talking about how you are going to have some real hard work ahead of you, I think, just in life. But I think this new friend coming in is kind of going to help you break old patterns. It's hard when somebody who's hurt us in the past, when that affects us and our relationships in the future, because our future, the loved ones from our future, they didn't do to us what was done to us in the past. So I think it's going to kind of be a important part of this friendship to move on from what hurt you in the past. Let's say you had this friend pass away and you're just really like, I don't ever want to have another friend because I can't handle losing somebody again. Don't shortchange yourself because something happened to somebody. You are still meant to have a friend. I feel like this new friend coming in is going to kind of show you a new way of doing things. And a lot of it is going to include hard work. But that's a good friend. A friend who's not going to let you quit on yourself. A friend who wants to help you build and create something great. This definitely could be someone who you fall in love with and create something with. But just know that I feel like Nala wanted Simba. Yes, I'm talking about them. Nala wanted Simba to be the best that he could be. When she goes and finds him, it's hard because he doesn't want to face the past. But she kind of knows that he can. So I'm gonna be a mighty king, and it makes me feel better. Pushing up and looking down, walking on my road. I wanted to bring you before I close the reading, I wanted to bring you a quantum healing code. This code is literally to help you find the right friend or partner. I wanted you to feel the encouragement that this person is coming into your life who you are going to be able to trust and who you're going to be able to build a future with. This code is 3 separate numbers. The spaces are very important between them, but it is one whole code. Write it down and just imagine who this friend is going to be. Imagine who is coming into your life. Imagine all the great things that you've been wanting in a friend. This is going to come to you in this person. I do see it. You have some time, because I don't think I said when. I think I just said that you haven't met them yet. So it could be 9 days. I don't really see that. But let's go for 9 months. It could be anywhere from, I know you're going to laugh, it could be anywhere from 9 months to 9 years. And that's the truth, because this is going to be different for everybody. Everybody's at a different timeline. This is a reading for multiple people. So when I'm reading these different energies, it's just me kind of shifting my perspective and seeing, oh, I see this could be 9 months for somebody. And as I kind of shift this way, I'm like, oh, but I also see that it could be 9 years. So it really is about where you're at in your journey. I think a message I'm getting here is that there's kind of a need for you to move on from the past to let in the future. So discover what that is that you are hanging on to from the past, and I think that can start getting things moving. So pile 2, this was such a lovely reading. I appreciated channeling your energy so much. Oh, I just realized I didn't say it on the other video. Whatever. Anyways, I really appreciated channeling your energy. I hope you got something out of this reading today, and you will get to have your best friend coming into your life soon. I'm so happy for you. This is a fantastic friendship reading. If you liked this video, you can go ahead and give it a little thumbs up. If you love this reading, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would just absolutely adore you being a part of this as I go through this tarot journey, and hopefully I can help guide you on yours. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great day. Bye. Hi Pile 3, thank you so much for joining me today as I look at all the details about your best friend. You might not know this person yet, you may already know this person, you may have known this person your entire life. I wanted to know all the details about them so that you could get some information. Maybe you already know who this person is and you just wanted to get some insight. Maybe you don't have a friend and you are just really looking for one. So the rune you got today is laying on top of the cat. I think I heard Baba Jolie call this the lucky cat. It reminded me of both the Aristocats, the little girl cat who had the pink bow, and also the Siamese cats in Lady and the Tramp. But so that can give me a couple different interpretations that this could definitely be about your best friend could be your siblings. In the Aristocats, you know, the kittens all run around together. But this also could be that your best friend is your partner. So, because the mama meets the alley cat, and then in Lady and the Tramp are partners. So, let's go ahead and get the rune Kanaz. Nice. Okay. The way forward is illuminated. Be the change you wish to see. Don't just talk. Embody your message to the world. No one can know everything, so learn from trusted others or elders. By illuminating our shadows, we understand ourselves and our behaviors more deeply. The way the craftsman runs his hands over the wood and knows what is already within. As the creation floats to the surface, lit from within, the knowledge of both appears, obvious for those that would see I am Kanaz. This is cool because in what this is kind of talking about is kind of just the natural knowing of things, and how in Viking culture there weren't schools. Life was just school. That's where you were taught things. And so that makes me think of both the alley cat and the tramp from Aristocats and Lady and the Tramp. That they're both street animals. Like they have oh my gosh, street smarts. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry. So that is definitely the energy I'm getting. That this friend is a street smarts kind of individual. And that, yeah, with the Kanaz, it's talking about like a deep knowing, and kind of, to me, this also represents family. So you could, your best friend could be a sibling, family member, or maybe a family friend who is kind of fitting the description of this like street smart individual. But I wanted to know, I wanted to pull a card on who this best friend is. So the Sun card is telling me that, it's telling me a couple things. One, this could definitely be a sibling. This is somebody you've known your whole life. On the Sun card, this is a child. You don't know it, but this is a two-headed troll child who's just chilling and enjoying the day. That's kind of why it's like sucking on a bone, kind of like a pacifier. So you definitely could have known this person your whole life. If this is a new friend that is coming in, this is just such an exciting, fun person. Again, I'm going to definitely keep now referring to these characters, but the alley cat, oh my gosh, I wish I knew his name. Is it Tom? Is it Tomcat? I'll have to look that up. But both the cat in Aristocats and the dog in Lady and the Tramp both have just vivacious, energetic, exciting, adventurous spirits. And so your best friend that is coming in is just one happy person. And I think you're excited for that, because I kind of get the feeling that you might be a little bit more reserved, quiet, kind of like how they say opposites attract. And in both those movies, very funny, both the lady cat and the lady dog lady are both very like formal and well put together individuals, and so these guys are kind of street smart, you know, bringing excitement to their life. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is somebody who good things just happen for them, even though they kind of they could probably tell you a lot of rough stories about the things they've gone through. They're also someone who also stumbles upon a lot of good opportunities. So that's a good friend to have. I feel like you've been kind of looking for that magic in life. So I asked, when did or will you meet this friend? This literally is the card of kind of like knight in shining armor. But it also can represent, because, you know, in a regular playing card deck, there's not the difference between a page and a knight. So I always read the jacks as both page and knight, kind of intuitively, which one is more coming to me. But in this situation, it's playing for both, because this is a general reading. I'm able to read for multiple people. For some of you, this is a knight in shining armor. This is somebody who is coming into your life and just sweeping you off your feet. They are exciting. You guys just, if you haven't seen Aristocats, I suggest it. If you haven't seen Lady and the Tramp, I suggest it. When they meet, it's very exciting and romantic and adventurous. And so that is that is definitely one aspect of this story. For some of you, this card represents actually your inner child. The Page of Cups represents your inner child. So I feel like this could be somebody you've known your whole life. This is a family friend. This is somebody who you met in first grade and you used to play together on the schoolyard. So there is an energy of youth and just a very youthful energy. Whether this person basically, you know, still does very fun things, like still skateboards and, you know, I want to say goes paintballing or just things that are strictly for fun. Like not to, you know, make money or educate themselves. Like they know how to have fun. So, this is somebody you've either known your whole life and you are just coming of age and now it just makes sense. or this is somebody who you're going to meet, and I think they're going to kind of change your world around and show you a different way of living. So next I asked, what are your strengths as a friendship? What are the strengths you guys have? So some strengths that you're going to have in this friendship definitely come from the new world view that this person is going to be able to give you. I feel like you come together and you kind of start to see things differently. And I have a feeling you are very conservative with... Oh. I have a feeling you're very conservative with money together. So I'm chuckling because I still see this idea of this, you know, this alley cat or this tramp dog who doesn't have a lot of money. So it's like you're hanging out with that friend and they're like, hey, I can show you a good time for free. Let me show you how to go, you know, I don't want to say stuff like sneak into movies, but that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, this is just kind of one of those like friends who are just like exciting and like can kind of show you life hacks. And so I think that's kind of a strength, is that you guys like to I feel like you guys can do a lot of stuff without a lot of money. So, but these two cards represent success. So I want to just kind of note, like, I feel like whatever is coming from this friendship, it's a long-lasting friendship. Just want to say that. But next, I wanted to know where your challenges were going to be. Yeah, I am getting such an energy of such a free spirit from this person that what is going to be a challenge for you is probably going to be how much downtime this person needs. I feel like this person kind of socializes like really well and then just disappears, hibernates. And I kind of feel like that leaves you in the dark and makes you, especially if you have like feelings for this person, but know that that has nothing to do with you. I think this is just a very free-spirited person. And so this is a friendship for the long haul. This is not somebody you're going to meet and become besties with and fall in love with and be married within a year. Hardly. This is a friend who, this is a friend who needs somebody who can understand that they need the downtime. Because what I'm seeing is, you know, I actually, I don't know if you know this, but very commonly when you meet somebody who's very high energy, very excited, really fun, has a lot of stuff to do, they honestly don't keep that up all the time. A lot of the times those people can be that way around other people, but they really need to recharge their battery because they go so hard when they're with other people. they have so much fun and they give so much of themselves that when they're out of energy, it's like they go away for a long time. A day, a week, a month, a year, 4 weeks, 4 months. I don't really see 4 years. That's not really the kind of friendship I'm seeing. But this is definitely a friend who, you know, I kind of get the feeling it's like a 4-day thing. Like you'll be hanging out on the weekend and then Monday will come and you won't hear from them again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And you just are feeling like, oh my God, oh my God. Like, don't worry. They're going to call you Friday. You know it, because guess what? They're going to be ready to go out again. And you guys are going to start this little love affair all over again. It's a very lovey-dovey, flirtatious friendship. But I wanted to know, last and definitely not least, what was something fun to look forward to together? I wanted to know if it was like a trip or a project or family. So, Lagoos. I know what this one is. Lagoos. Do not push forward. Do not force the issue. There is a time and place for everything. Allow things to come to you now. Be refreshed by a slower pace. Allow yourself to dream. Use your imagination more fully. I float upon the waters, supported, and I feel the ripples of everything. I ripple back to everything, and there is more, and I flow closer. I flow deeper, and it is all beautiful and wise. I am Lagoos. So this is a card all about water and really about how important water was, because, you know, everything they did was in Viking culture was on the water. There's a phrase in here that they kind of state as important, which is still waters run deep. I am understanding that with this friend, do not push, do not force, just let them be. Let them flow in and out of your life. Because this is not a love. This is not like your future lover. I do see this having that sort of flirtatious energy, but please know that this person is somebody who really has to work through their stuff. And truthfully, if you are there for them as they work through this, you will end up together. But more importantly, this friendship that you are going to gain is going to teach you so much about who you can be, who you've always wanted to be, who you haven't been. This friendship is actually going to teach you about slowing down. I have a feeling you're somebody who kind of goes, go, 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 go. You don't want to slow down because then you have to hear the thoughts. I feel like this friend is very brave when it comes to facing their own fears and stresses in life. When you meet this friend, write this rune down and just kind of use it as a reminder to slow down and be patient with this friend. Because it says right here, your challenges are going to be you being able to understand that they need rest. Because they're so exciting. This is such an exciting friend. I'm sure when you don't hear from them, it's pretty boring. But they need their rest so that they can keep going. And I want to get you a, before I finish, I want to get you a quantum healing code. All right. So this quantum healing code right here, it is a code that is supposed to help you find the right partner or friend. Friend is actually listed first, so I feel like that is kind of more the important factor here. This is not about finding romance. This is about finding the right friend. And because the right friend can become the right partner, but friendship is always the first step. So please note that these are 3 individual numbers. The spacing between them is very important, but it is written down as one whole code. So when you write it down, just imagine this friend coming into your life, this loving, energetic, knight in shining armor, this person who's just going to bring you so much excitement and joy and laughter. And there'll be somebody who can help you grow, and you'll help them grow. So, pile 3, thank you so much for letting me channel your energy. This was a very special reading. I really loved getting to find out who your best friend is and who they're going to be. I'm really excited for you. I married my best friend, so it is really important to cherish those people who come into your life. And I just want to encourage you that when you meet that person and you feel it in your heart, how to not possess, but to let them grow, and they'll grow with you. So thank you so much, pile 3, for being here. If you liked this video, there's a little thumbs up button you can click, and if you loved this video, you can subscribe to my channel, where I'm going to continue to do these readings and we can grow together and I can help guide you on your journey. Thank you for being here. Have a good day. Bye.